In the rich tapestry of Greek mythology, Medusa stands out as a compelling figure whose story intertwines beauty, jealousy, and transformation. Once a stunning priestess dedicated to Athena, Medusa's life took a tragic turn due to the envy of the goddess. Her beauty, which was once celebrated, became the catalyst for her downfall when Poseidon, enamored by her allure, violated her in Athena's temple. In a fit of rage and jealousy, Athena punished Medusa, transforming her into a monstrous Gorgon, cursed to have snakes for hair and a gaze that could turn anyone to stone. This metamorphosis not only stripped Medusa of her beauty, but also turned her into a symbol of fear and revulsion. Her story serves as a poignant reminder of how beauty can provoke jealousy and lead to devastating consequences. As we delve deeper into Medusa's tale, we will explore the themes of transformation and the complexities of her character, revealing the layers behind this iconic figure in mythology. The origins of Medusa and her sisters, Steno and Euryale, are steeped in the dark allure of Greek mythology, where the Gorgons are renowned for their fearsome reputation. These three sisters, born of the primordial sea deities Phorcys and Sardo, embody terror and monstrosity. While Steno and Euryale are immortal and possess terrifying appearances with scales and fangs that evoke dread, Medusa was uniquely beautiful, captivating all who beheld her. This stark contrast between Medusa's enchanting beauty and her sister's grotesque forms highlights the complexities of her character. Unlike her immortal siblings, Medusa was the only mortal Gorgon, which added a layer of tragedy to her fate. Her beauty, once a source of admiration, ultimately became her curse, leading to her transformation into a monster. As we explore the origins of these Gorgons, we uncover the themes of beauty and monstrosity, revealing how Medusa's story diverges from that of her fearsome sisters, setting the stage for her tragic destiny. Medusa's childhood was marked by a deep admiration for the goddess Athena, which shaped her aspirations and desires. Growing up in a world filled with beauty and reverence for the divine, Medusa formed a close friendship with Ethicles, a fellow male priestess who shared her devotion. Together, they dreamed of serving Athena, embodying purity and grace as they dedicated their lives to the goddess. Medusa's longing to become a priestess was not merely a pursuit of status. It was a heartfelt commitment to uphold the values of devotion and sanctity that Athena represented. She envisioned a life of service where her beauty would be a reflection of her inner virtue, and her loyalty to the goddess would guide her every action. This desire for purity and devotion became the cornerstone of Medusa's identity, illustrating her deep connection to Athena and the ideals she cherished. This path of reverence would soon be shattered, leading to a tragic transformation that would forever alter her fate. The bond between Medusa and her best friend, Ethicles, was one of deep affection and mutual respect. Yet it was complicated by Ethicles' internal struggle with his feelings for her. As they spent countless hours together, Ethicles found himself increasingly drawn to Medusa's beauty and spirit, grappling with the conflict between his emotions and her sacred vows to Athena. One fateful day, unable to contain his feelings any longer, Ethicles gathered his courage and confessed his love for Medusa, pouring out his heart in a moment filled with vulnerability and hope. Medusa, taken aback by his admission, felt a rush of emotions but remained steadfast in her commitment to her vows as a priestess. She gently reminded Ethicles of her devotion to Athena, emphasizing that her path was one of purity and service. Though her heart ached for the friendship they shared, Medusa knew she could not forsake her sacred duties. This poignant moment marked a turning point in their relationship, highlighting the tension between love and loyalty. To become a priestess of Athena, Medusa underwent rigorous training that tested her physical and mental limits. The demanding requirements for priestesses in Athena's temple included mastering sacred rituals, studying ancient texts, and maintaining a life of purity and discipline. Medusa embraced these challenges with unwavering dedication, often rising before dawn to practice her prayers and rituals, ensuring she embodied the virtues of the goddess she revered. Her commitment to her training was evident, as she excelled in every aspect, from her knowledge of the sacred rites to her graceful demeanor during ceremonies. Medusa's hard work and perseverance earned her a stellar reputation among her peers, and she quickly became known as the perfect priestess, admired for her beauty, poise, and unwavering devotion. Her success in the temple not only fulfilled her aspirations but also solidified her bond with Athena, as she embodied the ideals of wisdom and strength that the goddess represented. This period of her life was marked by hope and promise, setting the stage for the tragic events that would soon unfold. As Medusa flourished in her role as a priestess, her beauty and unwavering dedication began to attract the attention of many admirers among the temple's devotees. Worshippers were captivated by her grace and charm, often flocking to the temple to catch a glimpse of the stunning priestess who embodied the virtues of Athena. This growing admiration created an unexpected tension, as Athena, the goddess of wisdom and warfare, became increasingly jealous of the attention Medusa received. While Medusa's beauty was meant to reflect the goddess's own divine qualities, it inadvertently overshadowed Athena's presence, igniting feelings of resentment within the goddess. This jealousy marked a turning point in their relationship, as Athena's once favorable view of Medusa began to sour. The contrast between Medusa's radiant allure and Athena's growing ire created an atmosphere of unease, foreshadowing the tragic fate that awaited the beautiful priestess. As the tension escalated, Medusa found herself caught in a web of admiration and jealousy, unaware of the impending consequences of her beauty. Poseidon, the powerful god of the sea, harbored a long-standing rivalry with Athena, stemming from their competition for the patronage of the city of Athens. Consumed by jealousy and a desire for revenge, Poseidon sought to undermine Athena's influence and tarnish her reputation. In a calculated move, he targeted Medusa, recognizing her beauty and status as a priestess as the perfect means to strike at Athena's heart. Poseidon devised a plan to violate Medusa in Athena's temple, knowing that this act would not only disgrace the priestess, but also provoke the goddess's wrath. The consequences of Poseidon's actions were devastating. Medusa, once a symbol of purity and devotion, was transformed into a monster, cursed to bear snakes for hair and a gaze that could petrify anyone who looked upon her. This tragic turn of events not only shattered Medusa's life, but also deepened the rift between Athena and Poseidon, illustrating the destructive power of jealousy and revenge in the realm of the gods. One fateful day, as Medusa walked along the serene beach, she encountered Poseidon, who was drawn to her beauty and grace. The sea god approached her with charm and allure, attempting to seduce Medusa with sweet words and promises of power. Despite his divine presence and persuasive attempts, Medusa remained steadfast in her commitment to Athena, firmly rejecting Poseidon's advances. She expressed her loyalty to the goddess, emphasizing her vows as a priestess and her desire to uphold the values of purity and devotion. Poseidon, fueled by his jealousy and desire for revenge against Athena, would not be deterred. In a moment of overwhelming force, he violated Medusa, shattering her world and innocence. This tragic encounter marked the beginning of Medusa's transformation, as the sanctity of the temple was desecrated and her life was irrevocably altered. The violation not only stripped Medusa of her dignity, but also set in motion a series of events that would lead to her tragic fate, forever intertwining her story with themes of beauty, betrayal, and loss. Athena's reaction to Poseidon's violation of Medusa was one of fury and heartbreak, yet her anger was misdirected. Instead of confronting Poseidon, the goddess unjustly placed the blame on Medusa, viewing her as the source of the disgrace. In a fit of rage, Athena punished Medusa by transforming her into a monstrous Gorgon, cursing her with snakes for hair and a gaze that could turn anyone to stone. This transformation stripped Medusa of her beauty and dignity, turning her into a figure of fear and revulsion. The once revered priestess was now a symbol of horror, forced to live in isolation as a consequence of actions beyond her control. Adding to the tragedy, Aphrodite, the goddess of love and beauty, played a role in Medusa's punishment by influencing Athena's decision, further complicating the dynamics among the deities. Medusa's metamorphosis not only highlighted the themes of jealousy and betrayal, but also underscored the harsh realities faced by women in a world dominated by the whims of powerful gods, leaving Medusa to navigate her new, cursed existence. After her tragic transformation into a Gorgon, Medusa's life took a dark turn, plunging her into a world of despair and isolation. Stripped of her former beauty and dignity, she sought to hide from society, retreating to desolate caves far from the prying eyes of the world. As she distanced herself from humanity, Medusa gradually transformed into a feared creature, her once enchanting features now replaced by a monstrous visage that inspired terror in all who dared to approach. The snakes that adorned her head became a constant reminder of her cursed existence, and her gaze, once capable of captivating hearts, now turned men into stone. This profound loneliness weighed heavily on Medusa's heart, as she mourned the loss of her former life and the friendships she once cherished. The pain of betrayal and isolation consumed her, leaving her to grapple with feelings of worthlessness and despair. In her solitude, Medusa became a tragic figure, embodying the consequences of jealousy and the harsh realities of a world that judged her solely by her monstrous appearance. The townspeople's reaction to Medusa was one of fear and anger, fueled by the terrifying tales that spread about the once beautiful priestess turned monster. Whispers of her deadly gaze and the fate of those who had encountered her ignited a collective panic, leading them to view her as a threat that needed to be eradicated. Driven by their fear, they organized hunting parties determined to capture or kill Medusa, believing that doing so would restore their sense of safety. Their efforts proved futile. Each attempt to confront her ended in disaster, as those who ventured too close found themselves petrified by her gaze, becoming mere statues in her lonely lair. The townspeople's relentless pursuit only deepened their own despair, as they lost friends and family to the very monster they sought to destroy. Ultimately, their actions not only perpetuated the cycle of fear and violence, but also transformed Medusa into a tragic figure, further isolating her and solidifying her status as a misunderstood creature, forever haunted by the consequences of their misguided hatred. Perseus, the son of Zeus, was tasked with a perilous mission to slay the fearsome Gorgon, Medusa. Armed with divine equipment bestowed upon him by the gods, he wielded a reflective shield from Athena, a sharp sword from Hermes, and winged sandals that granted him the ability to fly. With these powerful tools, Perseus approached his daunting task with a blend of courage and cunning. Understanding the danger of Medusa's petrifying gaze, he devised a stealthy approach, using the reflective surface of his shield to avoid direct eye contact while navigating the dark cave where she resided. As he crept closer, the tension mounted and the air was thick with anticipation. In a swift and decisive moment, Perseus struck, using his sword to decapitate Medusa, severing her head from her body. This pivotal act not only marked the end of Medusa's tragic existence, but also transformed her into a powerful symbol, as her severed head would later serve as a weapon for Perseus, embodying both beauty and horror in the annals of mythology. The aftermath of Medusa's death was marked by the extraordinary legacy she left behind in mythology. From her blood, two remarkable figures emerged: Pegasus, the majestic winged horse, and Chrysaor, a warrior wielding a golden sword. Their births symbolize the duality of Medusa's existence, intertwining beauty and monstrosity. Athena, who had once punished Medusa, now claimed her severed head as a powerful weapon, incorporating it into her shield, the Aegis. This act transformed Medusa's image from a feared monster to a protective symbol, embodying both strength and wisdom. Medusa's story has had a lasting impact on culture, resonating through art, literature, and modern interpretations. She has evolved into a complex figure representing themes of victimhood, empowerment, and the consequences of jealousy. In contemporary discussions, Medusa is often viewed as a symbol of female rage and resilience, challenging societal norms and expectations. Her legacy continues to inspire and provoke thought, ensuring that her story remains relevant and powerful in the collective consciousness of humanity. Medusa's tragic story encapsulates profound themes of beauty, jealousy, and transformation. Once a stunning priestess devoted to Athena, her life spiraled into despair after Poseidon's violation and Athena's unjust punishment, which transformed her into a feared monster. This narrative highlights how beauty can provoke jealousy and lead to devastating consequences, as seen in the actions of both Poseidon and Athena. Medusa's transformation serves as a poignant reminder of the complexities of identity and the harsh realities faced by those who are judged solely by their appearance. As we reflect on the moral lessons of Medusa's tale, we are encouraged to consider the implications of jealousy, the importance of empathy, and the resilience of the human spirit in the face of adversity. If you found this exploration of Medusa's story compelling, we invite you to subscribe, like, and share this video for more engaging content on mythology and its timeless lessons. Join us as we continue to uncover the rich narratives that shape our understanding of the world.